one Stuart Kellett. And they're just going to have to deal with it.
100.
Because Barney, well, Barney is a man of such legend that he'll quite happily and regularly refer to himself
83.
in the third person. Interviewed on TV the other day about the Premier League night in Rotterdam, talking about how it was a night of respect to Raymond van Barneveld, the dart player who can produce shots like that, the first 180 in the very first leg of this game. We've just seen who the winner of this will go up against in the quarterfinals. Daryl Gurney, yesterday's winner. He's seen off Dave Chisnell. We do have some big names still left in the tournament.
65.
James Wade is the highest ranked player left in the tournament. He is also the highest seeded player. He's seeded number 9. A little bit higher than that in the world rankings, though. He takes on Robbie Green in the first quarterfinal. That's the same half of the draw as this, where Daryl Gurney awaits the winner of Barney and Kellett. The 156. Barney's, well, one of Barney's favourite checkouts. He's not going to go, but he's left himself quite handily placed. Mervyn King and Gerwyn Price will square off in quarterfinal 3. And Joe Cullen, the highest ranked player in the PDC, not to have claimed a title in his career, faces the unseeded James Richardson. Double top for Barney. Double 10.
36.
Well, 2 darts missed, and Kellett. I'll have a look at the 140. Yes. Oh, needed another for a 100. Go at double 10, and he was unable to produce it. So Barney gets another go at double 10. Now it's double 5. Still double 5. And Raymond van Barneveld has had 5 darts to get this first leg in the bag. Stuart Kellett only needs 1. And that proves to be the difference. It is a break of throw. And Kellett, well, is he intent on causing an upset?
$100.
Barney started today with a 6-3 win over Jeffrey Desvan, a young player who actually sort of mentors and sponsors. Taught him a lesson there.
180.
Kicks off 180 in this second leg. That's his second maximum. Barney then saw off Matthew Dennant 6-4 before overcoming that bloke off the telly, Paul Nicholson 6-2. That set up this clash with Kellett. Kellett edged out Dirk van Dijvenbode 6-5 in his opener. Then it was a 6-5 win over Warwick Sheffer, the South African. And then a 6-4 win over his stablemate in NBA darts, the Jammy Dodger, James Wilson. 100. So he's had a real battle to get through. Kellett.
$100.
Lost his tour card at the end of last year. He's actually playing Challenge Tour, Kellett. But he's been invited to make up the numbers. To get up to the 128 players for today. And he seized his chance. It's only his 5th Pro Tour event, or Players Championship event of the year. Look at this from Kellett. To lead double 16.
140.
Well, it would have been had he filled it up. Barney looking at the 19s here for the 126 checkout. Needs a treble for a dart at bullseye. Doesn't get it. Kellett's going to have a look at the 72.
58.
Now, for a 2-0 lead over the 5-time world champion. Double 6 he wants. And double 6 he gets. Stuart Kellett.
Third leg, it's Raymond thrown first.
Well, Raymond van Barneveld, the great 5-time world champion and multiple major winner aside from that, has played 2.5 legs of darts. In all 3 legs, he has thrown big 3 treble visits. 180 in the first leg, 180 in the second leg, and a 177 in this one. The previous 2, though, he's lost. And Barney's in there again. Is that there? I think it is. It is. Oh, but it's only 5 perfect darts. And he'd already got the tricky treble 19 as well. Why do people keep teasing us with the suggestion of a
55.
9-darter here this weekend. Just get on and do one.
$100.
Well, a very good response from Raymond van Barneveld here, having lost the opening couple of legs. Potentially 11-darter coming in. But he missed 5 darts at double in the opening leg.
137.
And Kellett, slow and steady. Will it win the race? Maybe not.
76.
Oh, missing double 8 Barney. And that leaves him double 4. And if he starts missing inside there and inside on the double 2, then, well, it all gets very messy and horrible.
59.
And maybe Kellett isn't quite out of it. Double 4 though for Barney. Oh, Raymond. Oh,
No
Raymond, he's bust it. He's gone next door. Well, to be honest, if you are going to miss it, you're probably better busting it than missing inside on the double 2. It would have left him in the madhouse. Kellett's not going to take out the 150, but with Barney's trouble on the doubles
58.
right now, it's not beyond the realms.
Game shot on the third leg.
But Kellett would be
Raymond van
back. But we'd
Barneveld.
be wrong to think that because Barney eventually does
Four
get
from
over the
Stuart
line.
from
Started
first.
that leg with 5 perfect darts, missed 4 at doubles, but eventually pins double 4 to get his first leg on the board. It is 2-1.
100.
So Kellett played a Challenge Tour weekend, the first 4 events, a couple of last 32s and a last 16. Nothing really to write home about, and yet he finds himself on the verge of a quarter-final on the full senior tour and leading the 5-time world champion Raymond van Barneveld. Strange old game, isn't it?
96.
Did make it to the UK Open, Kellett. He had a good run to a last 16 there. That was in the 3rd qualifying event, the Sunday of the first weekend of action, as
140.
Barney misses out on what would have been a 3rd 180. As for Raymond van Barneveld, his floor form away from the TV cameras has been steady, if unspectacular.
140.
3 quarterfinals, a lot of last 16s. Made the last 16 of 5 of the 6 UK Open qualifiers. You wonder
83.
whether he's got the stamina, whether that's an issue of, to play game after game. You're going to win 6-7 games. UK Open qualifiers and Players'
80
Championship
score.
events if you are going to go on and win them.
99.
And they're long old days. And Barney's talked about managing his health and his stamina and diabetes and all sorts. Is he just in danger of running out of
100.
steam as we go further through the day? Kellett looking at a 66 checkout. Double 18 is what he wants.
48.
Misses inside. Barney's got 118. He would love to see the first dart go in the treble 20. And he does. Single 18 for tops. Double top for Raymond van Barneveld to level the match up at 2 apiece.
78.
And it's high. So Kellett gets another go. Does he go straight at the double 9? That's the danger. Double 4.
10 scored.
It is Kellett's turn to start missing doubles. Raymond van Barneveld, a man who is challenging hard for a Premier League playoff spot. A man who has won major title after major title, has won 5 world titles.
20.
Just keeps on missing doubles. By my count, 5 darts in the first leg, 4 darts in the third, and another 4 darts in this one. And Raymond van Barneveld, well, it's shocking.
Game shot on the 4 flag. Stuart
And
Kellett.
Stuart Kellett makes him pay. It's 3-1 to the man from Greater Manchester.
100.
We saw Andy Bolton in the first round on this streaming board just have a nightmare on the doubles and just was unable to hit a single one. Barney has not been much better.
135.
He's hit 1 in what I think is about 14 or 15 attempts.
58. 55.
Stuart Kellett is a former finalist on the European Tour. We go back to the sort of first year.
96.
He was beaten in the final by John Part. But if you're looking for the last time he made a quarter-final of any Pro Tour event as Kellett
140.
has to settle for the ton 40, you have to go back to the 15th of June 2014. It is almost 3 years since Stuart Kellett got past the last 16 of a Pro Tour event. He does have a win over Raymond van Barneveld in his career. You've got to go back even further
97.
for that. That is 3.5 years, sort of September 2013. Only met the twice, once then,
97.
and once around about 2.5 weeks later in the World Grand Prix first round, where Kellett was beaten 2-0. But that is a great dart, and this is for 4-1. Good guide, you would think.
42.
Oh, 2 darts missed for a 4-1 lead, and Stuart Kellett, will he be made to rue those? Raymond van Barneveld, treble 18 for double, or does he look at the 20s? He does look at the 20s, double 15 now. It has to go, Barney. And it
71.
hasn't gone. Oh, Kellett. 5 darts missed for a 4-1 lead. Surely you can't do this to a 5-time world champion and expect to get away with it. Leaves double 4.
Game shot on the 5th leg.
Well, Raymond van Barneveld is a very lucky Dutchman, because he could easily
Stuart thrown first.
have been 4-1 down with Stuart Kellett now throwing to make it 5-1 and go to the very brink of dumping Barney out of the
140.
tournament and claiming his second career win over the great Dutchman. But we know Barney could suddenly click into gear at any point. It hasn't
60.
happened yet. Doesn't look like happening. We don't write off Barney. Remember Barney playing Brendan Dolan in the World Championship, and he looked a bit lacklustre.
83.
Neither man was playing particularly well. But then out of nowhere, suddenly Barney throws a 9-darter on the Ali Pali stage. He has that capability. He can just
100.
switch.
$43.
Just the 43 for Kellett, but he's still got a 106-point lead. Well, that's being chipped away. Well, he's gone completely.
140.
Barney not quite down to a finish, though. Kellett still in with a very good chance of opening up that 2-leg advantage again, but he needs a decent visit to set this up. May look at the bullseye now.
140.
No, he gambled, stayed on the treble 20, and it's paid off. It's left him 95.
$60.
Just the 60. Not quite sure how Barney didn't find the 60 with that last dart. Seemed very inviting, the way he throws his darts like a little tungsten tray, just sitting up to just scoot the third one in. Well, Kellett gets the double 8, 95 checkout for Stuart Kellett. 15-dart leg. The 2-leg cushion is restored,
Raymond thrown first.
and Raymond van Barneveld is potentially 2 legs away from another last 16 defeat on the floor. There is no question, in recent years, Raymond van Barneveld's success has been more likely to come
60.
on the big stages of world darts. Some stunning games at the World Championship. Finally beat Phil Taylor at a World Championship
100.
for the first time since the time when he won the final. Won the Premier League. Won the Grand Slam. But in all that time, he just doesn't win floor events.
100.
Doesn't play in a lot of them. He has started playing them regularly now. And is it surprised that we've seen an upturn in his form as a result? Playing the best
140.
week in, week out. Maybe a grind, maybe a slog, the Pro Tour. Very, very busy calendar now, but does keep you sharp.
140.
Some 40 for Kellett, just about keeps him interested in this leg, but Barney knows he's got 2 visits to see off the 136, and he might only need the 1. Well, he is going to need 2.
96.
But he's left himself double top, and there have been 4 legs, well, 3 legs that stand out where Barney has missed at least 4 darts at double in each of those legs.
105.
If he has another one of those, there's a real chance he's going to be pushed right to the brink. But this time he pins the double, second dart, closes the gap once more. It's 4-3. And Barney isn't out of this. He still has work to do, though.
100.
Can Kellett hold his nerve? He missed darts himself. He could have been 4-1 up in this game.
140. 140.
Great response from Kellett. Absolutely level pegging after the first couple of visits. 2-6-1 plays 2-6-1. Kellett with the throw first. Good adjustment, slight to the right.
76.
But he kept on going. That didn't help him.
105.
A lot straighter from Barney, and you know what he's left? It's the 156. Leaves this a lot, Raymond van Barneveld. Takes it out a lot as well. There's only one way anybody's going to go. 156. It's the only way you can go. Treble 20, treble 20, double 18. Oh, that's a little bit unlucky. But he'll stay there.
60.
And leaves himself a 2-darter. Kellett's got 155, which isn't as inviting, really. And that's not going to go either.
43.
Yeah, a bit of a mess there from Kellett. So Barney to level it up. To get the break of throw that he needs. Double 8 now for 4 apiece. And there it is, Raymond van Barneveld. Is he turning this game around? He breaks Kellett for the first time in the match. He is throwing to go into the lead for the first time in the match. And Raymond van Barneveld might be just doing enough. It has not
83.
Been particularly convincing. He has missed a lot of darts at double. But has he grown into this game, Barney? And is he going to set up a shootout for the semi-finals with the Northern Irishman, Daryl Gurney? Kellett would love to play Gurney. Not just because it would mean he's through to his first quarter-final for 3 years. They're actually good mates. But it's Kellett now has to turn things around, and that's not a bad effort to try and do it.
$92.
Not down to a finish. Chance for Kellett.
$100. $145.
Yeah, good stuff from Raymond van Barneveld, but this would be a killer. It would be an absolute killer. 83 left, treble 17. Oh, surely not. Stuart Kellett. What an outshot that is. 143 checkout. One of the best shots you'll see today against one of the best players of all time. And it might well be the shot that turns the match in Stuart Kellett's favour. And dumps out Raymond van Barneveld. He's still got a leg to win, but 143, my word, you may not see better given the context today.
137.
Raymond van Barneveld sat on 41 to go into the lead for the very first time in the match, and Stuart Kellett denies him that chance. Treble 20, treble 17, double 16. Remember, Kellett has not made a quarter-final for 3 years. He knows what's at stake here. He has not beaten Barney for 4 years, and he's only done it once in his career anyway. This is a huge performance from Stuart Kellett. But it is not over yet. The job is not quite done.
60.
Just the 60. It's enough to get to a finish. Taking out the 143, the 167 would be something else.
65.
Barney leaves the 156. Once again, it's the third time he's left it, not taking it out yet. The 167 won't go. That was too much to ask.
131.
Oh, but it's a wonderful setup shot. Stuart Kellett is sat on 36 for the match, and Raymond van Barneveld is not going to take out the 156. And the 5-time world champion may be about to be dumped out in the last 16 by a man who doesn't hold a tour card at the minute. Double 18 for Stuart Kellett. He is into the quarterfinals, his first for 3 years. He'll take on his mate Davil Gurney as Raymond van Barneveld, the 5-time world champion, the great Barney, bows out of Players' Championship 8.